Now, the European markets have just closed. First day of trading since that AAA credit rating downgrade.
Exactly. Well, let's have a look and see how the numbers stack up. And the FTSE 100, there we go. It finished the session up 0.3%. Similarly, in Italy, the FTSE MIB, as Italians go to the polls, up 0.7%. However, slightly different story in the States. The down slightly. The pound against the dollar, as we've been saying, it did hit a 2.5-year low against the dollar. Currently standing at 1.51. The pound also, as we were saying, hit a 16th-month low against the euro. Well, let's speak more now to David Jones. He's the chief market strategist at IG. David, the downward trajectory of sterling today, how much was that to do with Moody's downgrade, or how much was that to do with the wider picture that we're seeing, this rather bleak outlook for the UK economy, and conversely, the rather positive outlook for the Italian election?
The bulk of the move today was down to that downgrade, in fairness. We saw when Asian trading started yesterday, UK time, we did see it drop instantly, around about 1.5 cents against the US dollar. So that has caused the move today. That's the biggest reaction we've seen from financial markets. As you said, stock markets aren't too bothered. But actually, it just continues a trend that has been in place for much of this year for the pound. We've seen it go from being worth $1.64 at the beginning of the year to $1.50 today. So today is just an extension of that move. And after that knee-jerk reaction was out of the way in Asia, we've seen just fairly calm trading for the pound. We haven't really seen a whole load of selling coming during the European hours.
And also, obviously, we saw the FTSE 100 continue to rise during the session, and also yields on 10-year bonds or gilts here as well, initially spiking, but then calming down as well. What do you make of that?
It wasn't a surprise to markets. I think this is the long and short of it. I think it is more of a political football, as we heard just before we start talking about the business. I think for politicians to beat each other up about, depending on whatever side they're on. But I think markets were expecting it. The yield on gilts, the cost the government has to pay to borrow money in the markets, has been creeping up since September last year, when it was 1.45%. Today it's about 2.14%. So that was going up anyway before this happened. So I don't think that downgrade is an enormous surprise to anybody, really, who has half an eye on the economy.
And very quickly, no great surprise then to hear George Osborne sparring with Ed Balls, saying that they're not going to change course.
No real shock there. And again, markets broadly ignoring, I think, what politicians have been saying today.
OK, very quickly, let's look at some other stocks today. BT to buy ESPN UK. It's going to become a big major rival to Sky now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an interesting move by BT, and it does show, I think, that the commitment they have to, as you say, rivalling Sky B, particularly when it comes to the sports coverage. They get, I think it's, amongst other things, FA Cup matches, and I think from next season, BT can start showing Premier League matches live. So it does show the commitment and the money they've invested. They've had some big-name presenters move to them in recent months, so they could well be giving Sky a run for their money in the years ahead.
OK, sadly, no time to talk to you about the bumper year that Domino's Pizza has had. For now, David Jones, Chief Market Strategist at IG, many thanks. OK, that's all from me. I'll be back in the next hour with a bit more for you.
Okay, Alice, thanks.
Thank you very much.